to the left. Ball is in the center of the football field. Hand off to Reeves, and he's not going to make it. As a matter of fact, he's going to be stopped a yard or two short. And they may give him the 34 and call it no gain, but Lebanon will have to punt the football away.
Zach Schultz, 5'10", 205 sophomore with initial contact for FatherRyan, meets Reeves in the backfield and just flat beat the block. They operate out of a six-man front, the wide tackle six. They've got four down linemen. They like to get penetration across the front and try to mess up what you're doing in the backfield. Pitt will go deep for Lebanon, and once again, Vance goes deep for FatherRyan along with Castleman.
O.J. Vance, the deep man. Lebanon going to have plenty of time, and a horrible kick off the foot of Damon Pitt. Going to hit at the 45, going to be picked up by Ryan. 45-50 down the sideline. 45-40. Over the 40, knocked out at the 36-yard line, and nobody expected him to pick it up and run, I don't think. And he had clear sailing down the near sideline, and carrying the ball was number 30, David Schreiber.
Schreiber, one of the blockers in the up position, took the short punt. Terry, the kick off the side of Damon's foot, and it hurt us.
It really did, Tommy. Punt only good for 24 yards. Its return 22 yards. So FatherRyan with good field position on Lebanon's 35.
All right, the Irish ready to go to work. Campbell, the quarterback, will step up under center. Campbell down the line, going to be hit as he pitches to his tailback Vance. And Lebanon is right there on the defense. Kelly, the linebacker, was one in there. Pitt was up there. And a couple more Blue Devils, but they get him for about a 3-yard loss back to the 39-yard line, and it'll bring up second down and 13.
They came on the speed option. No play fake there. Quarterback takes the football, drops a step, and comes down the line of scrimmage, ready to make the pitch. He makes the pitch, and a host of blue jerseys there on the stop for Lebanon.
This Blue Devil defense looks good so far tonight, but they've got a big series right here. Second down, 13. Campbell up underneath this center. Wide outs left and right. Handoff. Wigginton sliding down the line. Evades one man, and they're going to backpedal over the 35. Jockey down to about the 32-yard line, and it's going to bring up a third and about 6 from that point.
Nice tackle by Ronnie Presley, who's in there at a strong safety spot for Lebanon. Wigginton juked our defensive end at the line of scrimmage and got into the secondary. Presley there to make the tackle, saving the third and long.
Wigginton actually fell for about 4 or 5 yards on that play, going backpedaling, and was hit and knocked on downfield. It'll be 3rd down and 7 is the count. And Ryan is up underneath. Of course, they're in 4-down territory. They'll not punt it away here. Campbell back to throw. And a shovel pass. Utah pass is incomplete as Kelly laid the wood on Vance, the receiver. They tried the little Utah pass, and Kelly would have none of it. And Vance arrived with the football about the time Kelly did, and he jarred it loose. Nice play.
That's a good-looking football play. It's the little shuttle pass, the Utah pass. Almost a absolutely safe play, because if the receiver drops it, it's considered an incomplete forward pass. FatherRyan's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back. There's no score. Nothing. 6-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Cost us a lot of precious yards, but our defense seems to have been certainly up to the challenge so far.
At least through 3 downs, Tommy. We're looking at a 4th and 7. Big play, big down here for the Blue Devils, and maybe they can come back from the poor kick in the return from the FatherRyan Fighting Irish.
Well, Ryan has yet to put it in the air per se. That last play was considered an incomplete pass, but it was a little Utah pass, a little flick forward. But here comes the biggie right now. Everybody in tight, one wide out to the near side, the short side of the field for Ryan. Campbell, the quarterback, is underneath, backpedals at his own 41, looks, wants to throw far downfield, overthrows everybody, and a great defensive play by Lebanon down there. To haul it down is Jeremy Rich, and Rich made a great play and probably saved a touchdown.
Clemens got great pressure on the quarterback, Campbell. He just hung it up. Damon Pitt is locked up in man coverage, but from center field, over comes Jeremy Ridge at 6'3", throws that good hand in there and tips it away, and the field position turned around. Lebanon now in possession.
Blue Devils will have it now at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 wideouts for the Blue Devils. 2 setbacks. Reeves and Greer. Pitt to throw. Fires far side, dropped. right into the hands of Mike Greer, and Greer couldn't hold on. It's run upfield about 3 or 4 yards and turned to the outside, a little out pattern, and ball arrived just about the time he turned and couldn't hang on to it.
Lebanon will play a lot of kids at that wide receiver position tonight. Aaron Rudd checks in. He goes one way, and Jason Hankins comes the other.
Second and 10, rather, for the Blue Devils. Hankins split wide to the near side, or the short side, and Pitt back to throw. Got some good protection. Fires over the middle. In and out of the hands. Intercepted and dropped. In and out of the hands of the Lebanon receiver. And I didn't get a number, 28. That belongs to Chris Spurlock. Couldn't hang on and had to turn around and make the tackle then as it came out of his hands and into the hands of a Ryan defender who made the interception. And Ryan again is in business at the Lebanon 42-yard line.
I did not see who got the interception. Did you guys pick that up? John, maybe do you have an eyeball on that?
Tommy, it's the D-back on the right side who was supposed to be in that coverage zone. He done a good job on the hot pass.
I think it really was not Herndon 12, Tommy, I believe, but I'm not sure on that. Here's the play, and it's going to be
Campbell off on the right side.
And Campbell is going to get good yardage as he moves down over the 40, over the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. And it's going to bring up second down and a short one. And Ryan now will have an opportunity to make the first down we have seen in this ball game, and we've played nearly a quarter, 5.5 minutes to play in the opening period. No score, but Ryan in Lebanon territory after 2 Lebanon mistakes. And the Irish are moving. Second down and a half yard. They give it to Wigginton. He's got the first. No, it's going to be Campbell up the middle. He's going to score. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Irish. And Lebanon's got a man down. He faked to Derek Wigginton, and Lebanon closed on Wigginton, and Campbell roars down the field and scores, and Ryan gets on the board 6-0. And let's see who the Lebanon kid that's down is.
That's Lucas, who is down. Kevin Wolf and Bob Dillard on the way to attend to the senior linebacker. FatherRyan with the play fake to Wigginton, and Campbell just followed him in there with the football. Nice run. Last week in the Jamboree, Campbell had about a 50-yard run for a touchdown in their Jamboree. So we're getting some help to get Lucas off the field, and that does not look good. Gertman will attempt the PAT for FatherRyan. Charles Gertman, G-I-R-T-M-A-N. Terry, what about the run from scrimmage from the quarterback for FatherRyan?
Tommy, that was from 33 yards away as FatherRyan scores. It only takes them 2 plays after the interception. Both of them runs by the quarterback Campbell.
Well, this is going to hurt, guys. Lucas coming off. Can't put any weight on that right leg. Now they're going to hoist him and bring him off as Ryan gets ready to attempt the point after. 5:15 in the opening quarter, and it's a 6-0 ball game. Ryan leading the Blue Devils. Now, this Ryan ball club is one big team. I'll tell you, they've got some size. And you worry about Lucas and who's going to fill that linebacker spot. This guy came on gangbusters last year, probably as much improvement as anybody. John?
Campbell to hold. Gertman's kick is up and through the uprights. It is good. The score is 7-0 now with 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. This sideline report is brought to you.
42 yards. Todd Campbell, the quarterback, ran it in from the 33-yard line. Gertman added the extra point. 5:15 left in the first quarter. FatherRyan leading Lebanon 7-0.
And the Blue Devils will get set to receive the kickoff, and the Blue Devils offense has really gave Ryan some great opportunities here in the opening period. The Blue Devil defense has looked exceptionally well with the exception of that last play, but the offense has struggled. Ryan to kick. Gertman will kick it. Long and deep. Going to be taken at the 6. Back to the 10 to the 15. Gets by a man out to the 20, 23-yard line. And that is Mike Greer on the return. And Lebanon will have the football at their own 23, and the Blue Devil offense is going to have to get something going here.
John, if you get a chance, give us an idea of a status report on Lucas here after a play or so. Lebanon offensively, Pitt in the backfield at quarterback. Reeves is the quarterback, and standing in at tailback, for Lebanon High is Matt Greer.
Rudd to the near side, Hankins to the far side, and back to throw is Pitt. Draw play going to give to Greer. Greer 25, 30, out over the 35 to the 36-yard line. First down, Lebanon. Greer on the carry, had a big hole over there, and maybe that woke up these Blue Devils.
Well, we've got to get them blocked. That's not much question about that, and we've got to do a better job of catching the football. We've had a couple of drops early, and Lebanon comes back with a Redskins play, a good play against that even front, the six-man front.
Rudd to the left side. Hankins to the near side. And Pitt will set him down. Pitt, handoff inside. Here comes Big Reeves out over the 40. Blasts over the 45 to the 45 and a half. A gain of about 9 by Reeves.
And Reeves very nearly dropped it coming out from the quarterback. John, have you got a status report on Lucas?
They're going to tape his ankle up, Tommy, and put one of them air cast on it and send it back in the game. It's just a spraying of some sort, and Dr. Kalin's looked at it, and he's going back in at some point.
All right, Lebanon second and short. Second and less than a yard for the first down. Pitt underneath. Lebanon trying to move the football now. Trying to pick up their second first down in a row. Pitt wants to throw. Fires out and fires this one too high. And it's an incomplete pass. He was covered pretty well anyway. Rudd, they were trying for Rudd up at about the 44 and going to let him pick up the first down. But I don't know if he'd got it because they had a defensive end. Herndon was all over him out there.
They drop those ends into the flats on coverage. They got 4 down linemen. They'll stand those 2 defensive ends up. Sometimes those guys will rush, and sometimes they'll play back in a flat.
3rd and 1, and Lebanon blasts up the middle, and Pitt was 10 yards away, but it's a legal procedure on Lebanon. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. So the Blue Devils will be forced to put it in the air now. Somebody was moving in there.
Lebanon trying to run on the silent count and just let Damon sneak it ahead, and apparently someone was moving in that offensive interior, did not get set. Maybe we rushed it just a little bit, so Lebanon with the mark off.
And it will bring up 3rd and 6 now, almost 3rd and 7 for the Blue Devils. Rudd wide to the left, Hankins wide to the right. And Adam Pitt out. Back to throw, firing over the middle, missed, going for Rudd, and it'll be 4th down, and the Blue Devils will have to kick again. So Pitt now has had 2 good throws, and both have been dropped, and now comes back with 2 that's not on the money, so he's 0 for 4 in the passing department.
Well, he should have started out 2-0, and you got to think now he's trying to put a little touch on the football, lay the thing in there for those guys after those 2 early drops. Damon drops in the punt formation. Deep for the Fighting Irish, O.J. Vance and Jamie Castleman.
3:57 to go in the opening period, and the Blue Devils are down by 7. Good kick this time by Pitt. Long drive and spiral. Dropped, and here comes the Blue Devils. They're going to hem him up and get him after he picks up a yard on the return from the 21 to the 22. He may have gotten to the 23-yard line.
On the tackle for Lebanon, Dustin Robertson, after the return man drops the kick. Terry Stafford, what about that great punt?
Much better kick by Pitt this time. Good for 41 yards. It goes all the way down to the FatherRyan 19. It's returned by Vance to the 23, and that's where FatherRyan will take over with 3:43 left in the first quarter.
Brian Reeves is in at that strong side linebacker spot, replacing Lucas. So your linebackers are Reeves and Kelly.
Double wideouts to the near side for Ryan. Handoff in the middle. Not a whole lot working there. Crosses the 25 out to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. And I think that's where they're going to spot it at about the 27. A gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd down 6.
Lebanon trails 7-0, 3:20 to go in the first period, and we've got a good crowd here on hand for the season opener. We've got folks standing along the fence, the reserve section almost full.
And Ryan's got a good crowd across the way. More than we've seen in the visiting stands in a while. Here come the Irish. Campbell underneath, unbalanced line to the right, and Campbell going to keep it. He's loose out to the 30-35. Campbell knocked down as he crosses the 36-37 to the 38-yard line. He will pick up the first down. Boy, they are keying on Wigington. They really rattled his cage at the line of scrimmage, and he didn't have the football.
Lebanon's going to try to attack that veer option, hit them